1 in 2 men over the age of 40 experiences some degree of erectile dysfunction. By the time men reach their 60s, the number climbs even higher. Yet very few men talk openly about it. Instead, they often struggle in silence, blaming themselves, or turning to quick fixes that only mask the symptoms. What if I told you that one simple, natural nutrient, taken at the right time of day, could not only support stronger potency, but also deepen your sleep and restore some of the energy you thought you had lost forever? This is not about miracle pills or empty promises. It is about understanding your body at a deeper level. Learning how hormones, circulation, nerves, and sleep are intertwined, and how one particular vitamin at night can play a surprisingly powerful role in restoring balance. Think of it as tending to the soil rather than just watering the plant. When the soil is rich and well cared for, everything else grows stronger. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah Johnson, a urologist and wellness expert with 15 years of experience helping men navigate the challenges of aging with confidence and vitality. Welcome to Spark Vitality, your go-to channel for accurate, easy-to-understand health advice that's backed by science and delivered without judgment. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into something that affects millions of men over 60, the interconnected world of sleep, hormones, circulation, and sexual health. We'll explore how simple, natural nutrients, taken strategically at night, can help break the cycle of fatigue, restless nights, and diminished potency. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the science, practical steps to try tonight, and the encouragement to take control of your health. If you're ready to feel more energized and confident, hit that like button now, subscribe to Spark Vitality for more empowering content, and comment below with your biggest health concern. We might feature it in a future video. Let's set the stage by acknowledging the reality many men face as they enter their 60s and beyond. It's not uncommon to notice shifts in energy levels, where mornings feel sluggish and afternoons drag on with fatigue. Sleep might become fragmented, with frequent awakenings or difficulty falling back asleep after a trip to the bathroom. And then there's the sensitive topic of sexual health. Erections that aren't as reliable or firm as they once were, or a dip in libido that leaves you feeling disconnected from your partner. These aren't isolated issues. They're often linked in a vicious cycle. Poor sleep disrupts hormone production, which affects blood flow and desire, leading to stress that further sabotages rest. But here's the empowering truth. This cycle isn't inevitable. With knowledge and targeted support, you can interrupt it and reclaim your vitality. To make this as educational as possible, we'll break it down step by step. First, we'll explore the foundational connection between sleep and testosterone, drawing on landmark research to explain why your nights matter so much. Then, we'll delve into 3 key nutrients: melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium, that, when taken at night, can enhance sleep quality, support hormone balance, and improve circulation. Along the way, I'll share real-life examples from my practice, bust common myths, and provide simple analogies to make the science accessible. Finally, we'll tie it all together with a practical nightly routine you can start implementing right away. Remember, this isn't medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement, but it's information rooted in evidence to help you make informed choices. The crucial link between sleep and testosterone. Why your nights define your days. Let's begin with the basics. Testosterone isn't just the male hormone associated with muscle mass and drive. It's a key player in your overall energy, mood, and sexual function. Produced primarily in the testes, testosterone levels naturally decline by about 1% per year after age 30. But lifestyle factors like sleep can accelerate or mitigate this drop. Imagine testosterone as your body's internal battery charger. It ramps up during deep sleep to repair tissues, boost metabolism, and maintain libido. When sleep is compromised, that charger malfunctions, leaving you running on low power. One of the most eye-opening studies on this comes from the University of Chicago, where researchers found that just 1 week of sleeping only 5 hours per night reduced young men's testosterone levels by 10 to 15%. That's equivalent to aging 10 to 15 years in hormonal terms. Now, apply this to men over 60 who already face a natural decline and often deal with sleep disruptions from conditions like prostate issues or sleep apnea. The impact is amplified. In my clinic, I've seen patients in their 60s who report feeling exhausted all the time, only to discover through sleep tracking that they're getting fragmented rest, which directly correlates with lower morning testosterone levels. Another study from the same university, published in the journal Sleep, examined older men and found that those with less total sleep time had significantly lower morning testosterone. This isn't just about quantity, quality matters too. Testosterone is released in pulses during the rapid eye movement, REM, and deep sleep stages, typically in the early hours of the night. If you're waking frequently, say, due to restless legs or nocturia, nighttime urination, you're interrupting these pulses. It's like trying to fill a gas tank, but constantly stopping the pump. The tank never gets full. Stress plays a villainous role here as well. Poor sleep elevates cortisol, the body's stress hormone, which directly suppresses testosterone production in the testes. This creates a double whammy. Not only is less testosterone being made, but the existing supply is hindered. Over time, this can lead to symptoms like reduced muscle tone, increased body fat, low mood, and yes, erectile challenges. But don't despair. Research shows that improving sleep can reverse this trend. For instance, extending sleep duration in sleep-deprived individuals has been linked to rebound increases in testosterone. Let me share a story from my practice to illustrate. A 65-year-old patient, let's call him John, came in complaining of low energy and intimacy issues with his wife. After ruling out serious conditions, we focused on his sleep. He was averaging 6 hours with multiple awakenings. By prioritizing sleep hygiene, cool room, no screens before bed, and adding targeted nutrients, which we'll discuss soon, his testosterone levels improved by 20% in 3 months, along with his vitality. Stories like John's are common and highlight that sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for hormonal health. If this resonates, pause and think, how's your sleep been lately? If it's been a struggle, you're not alone. Comment below with sleep challenge if that's you. We'll dive deeper in future videos. And if you're finding this valuable already, give this a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might need it. Now, let's move to how specific nutrients can supercharge your sleep and testosterone. Melatonin. More than just a sleep aid, your nighttime ally for hormonal and vascular health. When you hear melatonin, you might think of it as a basic over-the-counter pill for jet lag or occasional insomnia. But for men over 60, melatonin is a powerhouse hormone produced by your pineal gland in response to darkness, regulating your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock. As we age, melatonin production drops by up to 50%, contributing to poorer sleep and cascading effects on health. Research reveals melatonin's role extends to testosterone regulation and erectile function. A study published in International Journal of Impotence Research found lower serum melatonin levels in men with erectile dysfunction, ED, compared to controls, suggesting a link between melatonin deficiency and ED. Another study from the National Institutes of Health highlighted melatonin's improvement of endothelial cell function, the lining of blood vessels, essential for nitric oxide release. Nitric oxide is like the open sesame for blood flow. It relaxes vessels, allowing blood to fill the penis for an erection. Without it, potency falters. In animal models, melatonin has shown protective effects on the testes, reducing oxidative stress and supporting testosterone production. A fascinating study on rats with chronic lower body ischemia demonstrated that melatonin treatment improved erectile function by preserving penile structure. Translating to humans, low-dose melatonin, 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed, can enhance sleep onset and quality without grogginess, indirectly boosting testosterone. However, higher doses might disrupt sleep architecture, so start low. Melatonin also offers prostate benefits. Emerging research indicates it may reduce inflammation in benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, a common issue in older men that interrupts sleep with frequent urination. In my experience, patients combining melatonin with lifestyle tweaks, like dimming lights early, report fewer nighttime awakenings and better morning energy. Myth bust: melatonin isn't addictive or a crutch. It's supplementing what your body naturally produces less of with age. If you're curious, discuss with your doctor, especially if on medications. Practical tip: pair it with a wind-down routine. Herbal tea, reading to signal rest. Over time, this can restore your hormonal rhythm, leading to stronger vitality. If melatonin intrigues you, like this video and comment melatonin tips for more details. Vitamin D, the sunshine hormone that fuels testosterone and circulation. Shifting gears, let's talk about vitamin D, often dubbed the sunshine vitamin because your skin synthesizes it from UVB rays. But for men over 60 who might spend less time outdoors or have reduced absorption, deficiency is rampant, up to 50% in some populations. Vitamin D acts more like a hormone, influencing over 2,000 genes, including those for testosterone synthesis and vascular health. A pivotal study in hormone and metabolic research showed men with adequate vitamin D had higher testosterone than deficient ones. Supplementation, 3,000 IU daily for a year, increased total, free, and bioavailable testosterone in overweight men. Regarding ED, research links deficiency to higher rates, as vitamin D supports endothelial function and nitric oxide pathways. A review in World Journal of Men's Health found low vitamin D correlated with moderate to severe ED in elderly men with lower urinary tract symptoms. Why nighttime dosing? While traditionally taken in the morning to mimic sun exposure, emerging evidence suggests evening intake may support circadian rhythms, especially for sleep strugglers. Since it's fat-soluble, pair with a fatty meal like dinner with salmon or avocado for better absorption. In practice, I recommend a 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test. Optimal levels are 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter. Deficiency can exacerbate mood issues, overlapping with low testosterone and robbing vitality. Analogy: vitamin D is like fertilizer for your body's garden. Without it, hormones and circulation don't thrive. A patient story: Mark, 68, had low vitamin D, fatigue, and ED. After 3 months of supplementation and sun exposure, his levels normalized, energy surged, and intimacy improved. Simple yet transformative. Bust the myth: you can't get enough from food alone. Sun or supplements are key. If deficient, start with 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily per doctor. Comment vitamin D check if you're planning a test. Magnesium, the relaxation mineral for deeper sleep, higher testosterone, and better blood flow. If I had to pick one underrated mineral for men's health over 60, it's magnesium. Involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, it's crucial for nerve function, muscle relaxation, and hormone regulation. Yet, nearly half of older adults are deficient due to soil depletion, medications, or poor diet. Studies show magnesium supplementation improves sleep quality in older adults with insomnia, reducing latency and increasing duration. A meta-analysis confirmed it shortens sleep onset. For testosterone, research in athletes and sedentary men found 10 milligrams per kilogram daily increased free and total levels. Deficiency correlates with lower testosterone as magnesium influences anabolic status. On ED, hypomagnesemia is linked in elderly men with kidney issues, as magnesium aids nitric oxide synthesis and vessel relaxation. A study showed lower dietary magnesium in ED patients. Nighttime is ideal. Forms like glycinate or citrate, 200 to 400 milligrams, promote relaxation without GI upset. It calms the stress axis, lowering cortisol for better testosterone. Food sources: leafy greens, nuts, seeds, but supplementation often needed. Patient example: Tom, 62, with restless nights and low energy, added magnesium. Sleep deepened, testosterone rose 15%, potency improved. Myth: magnesium causes diarrhea, choose gentle forms, like if magnesium is your next try. Circulation: the vascular foundation of potency and how nutrients support it. At its core, an erection is a vascular event. Blood rushes in, gets trapped, creating firmness. Nitric oxide, produced by endothelial cells, is key. Aging reduces nitric oxide, but nutrients help. Melatonin protects cells. Vitamin D enhances responsiveness. Magnesium aids relaxation. Natural ways to boost: walk 30 minutes daily, 41% ED risk drop. Eat beets/nuts for nitrates, quit smoking. Combine with nighttime nutrients for overnight repair. ED often signals broader vascular issues. Treat as a wake-up call. Putting it all together, your nightly restoration ritual. Now let's synthesize into action. Step 1. Dim lights, avoid screens. Step 2. Low-dose melatonin if approved. Step 3. Vitamin D with fatty dinner. Step 4. Magnesium pre-bed. Add hygiene. Cool room, no caffeine post-noon. This isn't overwhelming. Start small. Consistency yields results. Better sleep, hormones, potency. Q and A. Can I take all three? Yes, but consult doctor. Side effects? Minimal at low doses. As we close, remember: these challenges are biological, not failures. You're empowered to change. If helpful, like, subscribe, share. Comment your questions. Visit Spark Vitality for more. To restorative nights and vibrant days.